Hello everybody, welcome to another one of my real versus fake bag comparison, or what you call authentication. On this video, I'm going to be comparing my authentic Chanel 19 bag, black, into what I consider to be a really amazing non-authentic handbag. I've done a lot of this authentication video. I'm not gonna go too much into detail. I'm just gonna show you close up of what to look for, what the clear indications that the bag is fake. I will link the more detailed authentication that I did already with this bag to another black Chanel 19. So if you want to watch that, you want to get more information, I'll link the description down below. But this video is going to be showing you what the clear indications are between these two bags. So let's go ahead and begin. I do want to say before I start that I did get this bag to maybe use because I really like the Chanel 19 style. I think it's definitely worth the money, whether you want to invest on a Chanel bag, getting the authentic, or if you want to try it out first and getting the dupe. And I'll be honest, I did get this so I could use it, because although I really love and want to use this more, it just costs so much money that, and also it's black. So I wanted something fun, and I gotta say, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this color. I think this is called latte or almond color. It's not like beige. I wanted a little bit hint of brown, like neutral color versus more of yellowish, which is the beige. I gotta say, perfect color. I wish I had more sun. Right now in California, it's cloudy, so I can't show you, but I just really absolutely love this one. So anyway, I'm doing this comparison. I'm just gonna show you like right away something I would notice on the bag. Typically, I look at the overall look of the leather. Most of the dupe or non-authentic items, normally the leather will look plasticky. It will look a little bit dry. It looks dry, and so it is stiff. It's harder leather, and this leather is supposed to be lambskin, but it's treated lambskin, so it's soft, but not that soft, and it is a durable leather, which makes it so popular, because we get that luxurious feel of lambskin, but not like too delicate. And so this bag, I would say it does have like some kind of treatment or glazing. It doesn't get the full luxurious feel of the Chanel real authentic lambskin. So you can probably tell if you start to feel the bag. Right now, because my bag, authentic ones, been pre-loved and used, and they slouch, because this bag is meant to be slouchy, pillowy look. So you can see here, this one has a little bit grainy, and this one's a little bit more like, has like that coating, something that makes it more smooth. Almost tending to be more of the calfskin leather. So originally they made this bag in lambskin and calfskin. Lambskin is the way to go. It's soft, but then very luxurious, but still durable. The calfskin looks plasticky, and that's what I've noticed with dupe or non-authentic bag. Their lambskin tend to feel more like calfskin, a little bit harder type of leather. I don't know if they use calfskin instead of lambskin, but as far as the feel of this bag, this is definitely softer. But I normally don't use dupe bags a lot, but when I can get that close enough, and I do feel that this leather is very luxurious to the feel, that I'm okay with it. So number one giveaway of fake bags is always the leather, and if you can feel the bag, then yeah, you'll be able to tell. But in this case, just have to look closely on the gloss on the handbag and the leather, so you can see. Another thing that also stands out right away are this. So I've said this many times, when this falls, it falls perfect, right? When this falls, it has this. You know why? Because this attachment right here on the top, it's not molding correctly. Like, this is supposed to be down. Like, you can see this, it moves freely and good. Versus this one's kind of sticking out. You can see that it doesn't want to come down. I almost have to press it down. It doesn't have that free movement that making this when it drops down here, it look a little bit crooked, and that's a really good way. You can see this when it's sticking out like this, it shouldn't, okay? Because, you know, it's going to create like a uneven hardware look when it goes down. So you want this molding to the bag going down here. And I think that's majority of the reason why the fake bag always, when it drops, the hardware, it just looks funky. Another thing is the hardware. This one is a little bit like on the side. Again, has that smoothness. It's not too tight or too like, there's not much movement. You want that movement and freeness of the handbag. This one's a little stiff. You can see here when you do this, it's a little stiff versus this one. Look, it moves freely. So I've never mentioned this before in my prior bag, but look at the movement here. Like it's the reason why this is because the hardware they use is different, and maybe the leather's too thick and the hardware's bigger, that it is not creating that fluidity on the strap, which going to sometimes make the handbag falls on you weird. Versus this one, you can see same thing. This is even weird here. Look at this. If I move this, look at this, very soft, but this one's a little stiff, very tight. I think that's what it is. It's very tight. So that's definitely your giveaway, biggest giveaway on these handbags. When you get this style, just the straps, and this is the biggest giveaway, because as far as leather, I mean, it's very, very hard to tell. So you're gonna have to rely on that hardware to see, make sure you have fluidity and it moves freely, versus this one's a little bit tight around the hardware. Another thing is this. So the last one I got, they got it perfect. Like this one should have some curvature, so it sits better on your shoulder. And the fake one typically have either, doesn't have this curve, it's normally flat like this, or it just does not have that softness in the leather that makes it mold to your shoulder better. You can see here, this is more flat than curved. So it should be a little bit curved, and you can see the difference, well, if it falls like this, but you can see this one is a little bit more flat when I hold it like this. This one, you can see when I hold it, it's more curved. You see that? This is curvier, and this is more flat. And that's pretty much what I noticed quite a bit. And then the hardware, I think they did change up the hardware. I look at the lighter bags, the hardware here, this tends to be more yellow, brash gold. This one tends to a little bit more orange or rose gold, but I've seen this version if I see a picture, I'll pop a picture of the authentic on this side. I've seen this color, so I think they might have changed, or they use a different type of hardware when they were making the lighter bags. But you want to make sure the hardware color is consistent, as you can see here, because this metals changes, which is what I love about these handbags. You can see here, like the hardware here is the shiny hardware silver, and then you change up to the gold hardware. And then you get here, you get like the gunmetal hardware. So you just want to compare that when you got your item. There's a little bit of color difference on the hardware. As you can see here, this one's a little bit lighter in silver, and this one's a little bit, just a tad bit darker in silver color. I've already shown you the difference on the gold. This is a little bit more brush yellow. This is looking more rose gold. And then on the more matte silver here, the not shiny ones, gunmetal, this is a lighter silver, as you can see. So yeah, when you're comparing, you just want to make sure that the hardware changes are aligned, you know, when it starts to change, when they start to use. You can even count the links when they start to change the hardware color, and that will hopefully get you to what you need. So these two bags, and I was comparing the length of this strap because they match at every point, at every changes. I can tell that the strap will then have the same length. I've done Chanel Classic Flap comparison and authentication, and they always make the fake bag longer in chain, so that one never match, and that one you can spot so quickly. But the Chanel 19 is a little bit harder, except for that trick I showed you on the hardware. Lastly, before I show you Mod Shot, the other thing that I noticed with rep bags, they tend to be really, this turn lock sometimes can be hard to turn. This one like turns very smoothly. This one I do notice a little bit of resistance, like I have to almost pull it, because the way it works, you have to turn this, right? So there's a little bit of like toughness. Like the only way I can pull it easily is I have to pull a little bit on it, and then it will turn. So that's the other thing about this. Like the turn lock of the replica ones will tend to be a little bit harder to turn. It doesn't mean that your bag, vintage bag, doesn't mean that it's fake. It's just it's an old bag. It's probably need to be oiled up or repaired. But this is if you see a turn lock being hard to turn, not that, you know, it couldn't, there's no possibility with the current quality of new Chanel bags, but a lot of the fake or dupe bags I've seen, when you turn it, it's a little bit not as smooth as it should be with the authentic ones. Okay, let me just show you inside what the bag look like. This one will come with a burgundy interior. I have it like stuffed right now, but it just looks like this. Fabric interior to make the bag very light, and a zip closure, which is very useful, and then it has a really sizable outside pocket that has lining of a cloth, which again is very nice when you want to put your keys or anything sharp there. You don't have to worry about scratching the leather. That's why this is just absolute favorite of mine. Now this bag, because it is a different color, it will have a different color inside. You can see I'm using it. So there's the beige. The fabric is beige. One of the advantages of having like a dupe bag, like not really carrying. So I just look how much I packed this bag, and I really like the Chanel 19 because you can pack a lot of stuff in here. And the pocket here is also very useful. Like I put receipts in there and stuff, and so I never lose receipts. And yeah, I just really just pack everything in there, and it packs so much. And I put like I used the back pocket for like my AirPods and keys, and I also put my my phone inside here. So this bag really fits a lot. Okay, before I end this video, I do want to show you mod shots of this bag because they're just fabulous. So you can see how it falls and what it looks like on. That concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, feel free. And yeah, I hope to see you next time on my next posting. Bye, ciao for now.